When the credits roll, it's over, right? I consume a lot of media. I play a lot of video games. I watch TV, listen to music, but it's mostly video games. And generally when it comes down to it, I play a game through to the end and then I'm done. Of course, there's exceptions to this. I've spent an unbelievable amount of time playing Splatoon that would probably make a reasonable person question my mental age, but for the most part, it's one and done. But that's not the whole story, because every once in a while, a game comes around that leaves me thinking, well after I finish it, and to me, that's something only accomplished through art. When I got a PS5 back in 2021, it was my first PlayStation console ever, and the first game I played on it was The Last of Us Remastered for PS4. Because the remake wasn't out yet, plus it looked better than most games I've played anyway, so I didn't really care. But staying up until 3 a.m. binging the whole thing in basically a day and a half, after those credits rolled, I could not stop thinking about it. About how pulled into the story I was, or how fun and different the gameplay was from anything I've ever played before. For a couple months, I didn't even want to touch it again. All I could do was think about it, and I didn't want to ruin what I had experienced by doing it over. Of course, part 2 was already out, so 4 months later I picked that up and went through the whole thing again. But through that experience, and many more like it, from Persona 5 to Celeste to even Kingdom Hearts, I've realized that there's a lot within games that's worth talking about. Plus, I've been obsessed with the whole gaming sphere since I was a kid. Not only have I been playing Nintendo consoles for basically my whole life, but for years, I've watched YouTubers like CND, the original Game Explain cast, Kitten Krista, Arlo, you name it. To me, there's something so fun and interesting about waiting for the latest release and seeing what experiences are coming next. You're telling me they put a 2 next to this? Sold. I'm sorry, I need this right now. I don't care how much it is, I'll pay for it. Okay, never mind. In reflecting on all this, I've decided that these games are worth talking about, and I hope other people can see this and either get something out of what I have to say, or maybe just start thinking for themselves past the credits a little bit more, in the hopes that they can get something more out of the experience. All that to say, I'll sort of be posting whatever I want on this channel. It could be about a game in particular that I like, maybe more often than not, I'll try to give a hot take on whatever news is circling, which is something I really do genuinely care about, because what do you mean pre-orders open at 11 a.m. on a Thursday? Who do you think I am, the no obligations on Thursday guy? Yeah, I'll stand outside a GameStop for 5 hours on a weekday morning for the chance to get a Switch 2. Plus, I'm about to be a film student, so I figured I'd stretch my video creation legs and try something new. Thanks.